Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 8th. In this video, we will continue with our chapter number 3, indices and cube root. We will solve questions from practice set 3.2. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my recent videos. Before starting our practice set 3.2, let us first see the meaning of numbers having index in the rational form m upon n. What do we mean by a number when it has an index in the form of m upon n, where m and n can be any natural numbers? We all know natural number means what? Natural number means numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4, infinite numbers. So this m and n can be any natural number. So let us first see this example given in the textbook. We know that 8 square is equal to 64. We all know 8 square means what? 8 multiplied by 8. 8 multiplied by itself 2 times and answer is 64. And it can be written as in the index form as 8 square. So 8 square is equal to 64. Now cube root of 64 can be written as 64 raised to 1 upon 3. Cube root we can write in the index form as 64 raised to 1 upon 3, and in the symbol form it can be written as cube root of 64, and which is equal to 4. We all know cube root of 64 is 4. This is in the symbol form, and in the index form we can write it as 64 raised to 1 upon 3, and it is also equal to 4. It is cube root of 64. So cube root of 64 can be written as 64 raised to 1 upon 3. But 64 means what? It is 8 square. So 8 square and its cube root is equal to 4. Okay. 64 can be written as 8 square inside the bracket and its cube root is 4. So how can we read this full number as? This full number can be read as cube root of square of 8 is 4. So here we can write it like this. 8 square and its cube root is equal to 4 means what? It can be read as this index 1 upon 3 means cube root of index 2 means square of, and which is the base here? Base is the 8. So in this way this number can be read as cube root of square of 8 is, answer is 4. Answer is 4. So in this way, when there are two indices, we can write like this. The index which is written outside is in rational number. It is in the fraction 1 upon 3. So it means what? It is cube root. And when the index inside the bracket is written in this form, it is square of 8. Answer is 4. Now let us see next. Similarly, the cube root of 8 is equal to 2. We all know cube root of 8 is 2. It can be written like this. Cube root of 8 is equal to 2, or it can be written as 8 raised to 1 upon 3 is equal to 2. One and the same thing, meaning is the same. So cube root of 8 is written as 8 raised to 1 upon 3 is equal to 2. So square of cube root of 8 is, square of cube root of 8 is 2 square is equal to 4. Cube root of 8 is 2 and 2 square is equal to 4. So again the meaning is same, answer is same. So see how it is written. This cube root is written inside and square is written outside. Again answer will be same because cube root of 8 is 2 and 2 square is 4. But how to write it? Because square is outside, so we write square first. Square is outside the bracket, so we have written square first, and 1 upon 3 is inside the bracket, so we write square of cube root of 8 is 4. So either you write cube root of square of 8 or you write square of cube root of 8. It is one and the same thing, meaning is same and its answer is also same. So from these two statements, we can say that cube root of square of 8 is equal to square of cube root of 8. Cube root of square of 8 is equal to square of cube root of 8. Means what? Is equal to, in this way, cube root of square of 8 is equal to square of cube root of 8. So now here we can combine this cube root of square and square of cube root, and we can write in the form of a raised to m raised to n. One base, two indices can be written as a raised to mn. This is the rule of indices. Okay, so when two indices are there, we multiply those two indices and we write it to one base, two indices. It can be written as a raised to m raised to n. Means what? A raised to mn. So this 8 raised to 2 raised to 1 upon 3 means what? 8 raised to 2 multiplied by 1 upon 3. So 8 raised to 2 multiplied by 1 upon 3 means what? It is 2 upon 1. Only 2 means 2 upon 1. And 8 raised to 2 ones are 2 upon 3 ones are 3. So 8 raised to 2 raised to 1 upon 3 means 8 raised to 2 upon 3. And how to read it? It can be read as cube root of square of 8. This number can be read in the same way how it is written here. It can be read as cube root of square of 8. Okay, same way this number can be written as 8 raised to 1 upon 3 raised to 2 is equal to 8 raised to 1 upon 3 multiplied by 2. Multiply by 2 means 2 upon 1. So it will be 8 raised to 2 ones are 2 and 3 ones are 3. Again it is same, 8 raised to 2 upon 3. 8 raised to 2 upon 3. And it can be read as, either you write root first and the power afterwards, or power first or root and root afterwards. So number which is written down in the denominator is root, and number which is written above in the numerator is power. Okay, so this is power and this is root. So this can be written as square of cube root of 8. So same number 8 raised to 2 upon 3, 8 raised to 2 upon 3 can be expressed in the words 8 raised to 2 upon 3 can be expressed in the word in two different ways. We can write it as cube root of square of 8, or we can write it as square of cube root of 8. Either we write power first and root afterwards, or we write root first and power afterwards. So same number can be written by using these two different methods. We will see one more example for better understanding. If I take this number 27 raised to 4 upon 5, this is given in the textbook also. So this number we can split into 27 raised to 4 raised to 1 upon 5. Okay, 27 raised to 4 raised to 1 upon 5. 4 into 1 upon 5 means 4 upon 5. And how to read this? This can be read as 1 upon 5 means what? fifth root. We all know that 1 upon 5 means fifth root. Raised to 4 means of fourth power of, what is the base? 27. So this can be read as fifth root of fourth power of 27. Again same number can be written like this. 27 raised to 1 upon 5 raised to 4. Now 4 is written outside the bracket. So it means fourth power (1 upon 5) is written out inside the bracket. It means fifth root of 27. So number can be written in two different ways. Meaning is in the two different ways, but answer in the end is same. Okay. So as we all can see here, same number 27 raised to 4 upon 5 can be written into these two different ways. It can be written as fifth root of fourth power of 27 also, and it can be written as fourth power of fifth root of 27. That means power can be written first, afterwards we can write the root, or root can be written first, afterwards we can write the power. So number in the denominator in index, denominator means root, and denominator means root, and numerator means power. So numerator can be written as power, fourth power, and denominator can be written as root, fifth root. So in this way we have to write the meaning of the numbers. So let us solve practice set 3.2 based on this explanation. Practice set 3.2. Complete the following table. We have given the number in the index form. Index is in the rational form. We have to express it in the power of the root. That means we have to first write power and then root in the this column, and in last column we have to write root first and then power. So let us see how to write it. First answer is given to us. First it is 225 raised to 3 upon 2. 3 in the numerator means it is power, and 2 in the denominator means it is root. So power of root is written as 3 in the numerator, that means it is cube of 2 in the denominator means square root of base is 225. So it can be written as cube of square of root, cube of square root of 225. Then in last column, first we have to write root and then power. So root is 2, which is in the denominator, it is square root, and power is 3, which is cube. So square root of cube of 225. 225 is base. Same way we will be writing the remaining sums. Now the base is 45 and the index is 4 upon 5. We have to write power first. Power is 4. That means it is fourth power. Fourth power. Correct. Because it is in the numerator. 4 number is in the numerator. Numerator number is power. So fourth power of root. Root is in the denominator. Denominator is 5. So it is fifth root of, what is the base? Base is 45. In this way we have to write the statement form. Fourth power of fifth root of 45. Now root we have to write first and then power. Root means number in the denominator. So it is fifth root of, power means number in the numerator, fourth power of. Now we have to write the base. Base is 45. In this way we have to keep on writing. Next number is 81 raised to 6 upon 7. Now 6 is power and 7 is the root. So we have to write sixth power of root is 7. So 7th root of 81. 81 is our base. Now first we have to write root and then power. So root is 7. So we write 7th root of 6th power of 81. You can write this way also, this way also. Meaning is same. Now let us write the third sum. Base is 100 and the index is 4 upon 10. 4 is in the numerator, means 4 is power. 10 is in the denominator, that means 10 is root. So we have to write power first. 4th power of 10th root of base is 100. Now we have to write root first. So it is 10th root. Then we have to write power of 4th power of base is 100. Base we write in the number only. We don't write the spelling of base. Now let us see the next one. 21 raised to 3 upon 7, where 3 is power and 7 is root. And when 3 and 2 is there, 3 we write as cube and 2 we write as square. So 3 is there, that means we have to write cube. We don't write third power, we write cube. Okay, in case of 2 and 3 only we write 3 as cube and 2 as square. We don't write third power, we don't write second power. Instead of that we write cube of, now root is 7, so we write 7th root of 21 is our base. Now we have to write root first. So that means what? 7th root of power is 3, that means cube of 21. So in this way we can write it in the word form. Now in the second question, we have given questions in the word form. We have to express it in the index form. So let us see how to express it. Write the following numbers in the form of rational indices. First question is square root of 5th power of 121. 121 is our base. And we have to write its index in the rational form. Square root means 2 in the denominator, and 5th power we always write in the numerator. So 5th power, that means 5 we have to write in the numerator, and square root, square means 2 we should write in the denominator. So in this way we have to express in the rational indices. 121 raised to 5 upon 2. Now let us see this second sum. Cube of 4th root of 324. 324 is our base. And then we have to write its index. Okay. Cube of 4th root. Root is 4. That means 4 should be written in the denominator and cube should be written in the numerator. So numerator cube and 4 in the denominator. 3 upon 4. 324 raised to 3 upon 4. Now let us see this third sum. 5th root of square of 264. So 264 is our base. Root is 5. 5 should be written in the denominator. Square is power. So square should be written in the numerator. So 2 upon 5. 264 raised to 2 upon 5. Now let us see this last sum. Cube of cube root of 3. 3 is our base. Cube root. Root is cube. Cube means 3. 3 should be written in the denominator. And cube of, that means cube is power. Power is 3. And root is also 3. So 3 raised to 3 upon 3. In this way, we can complete our practice set 3.2.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.